Hello, it's me, Nafith. In this video, we'll talk about the ClearPass public certificate, and specifically, we are talking about the generation of the request for the certificate we call CSR. Now, when you install ClearPass, they will use a self-signed certificate initially that is not trusted by the browser, as you can clearly see on the screen here. Now, that's not good enough. As you can clearly see here, says not secure. Now that certificate, because it's a self-signed certificate generated by ClearPass itself, which is not trusted by any client, that will not be something good. Our aim is to generate certificates so when they connect to ClearPass, that HTTPS, you can clearly see it's trusted. And why? Well, administration of ClearPass will help us trust that connection. From the point of view of guest access control, radius, communication, but specifically now in this very specific case, we talk about the guest access. So we need to make sure the certificate installed on ClearPass is trusted. And you have two options. Either we can go with a public certificate, which is the more preferred option for the guest access, or you can go for the privately issued certificate. So what we need to do, we generate CSR, Certificate Sign Request, and there are two methods to do it. We're going to show it to you in this video. Something called online method, which is simply speaking, when you connect to ClearPass, you GUI to that ClearPass, you generate the Certificate Sign Request and you fill the details. That's also called online. It means from the GUI interface of that ClearPass. Or we talk about offline. Offline, we're going to use the openssl to generate certificate sign request, and we're going to submit that one to a public CA, generate the certificate, install it on ClearPass, and let ClearPass use that certificate when it comes to things like guest access. Let's have a look. So in this case, we will generate certificate sign request. Then you will have clicked on the certificate sign request. You fill out all details that you need to fill out. In this case, we would like to have the subject alternative name that might contain multiple names. You can have this one as also as a wildcard certificate. Provide the private key. Now, this is a request that will be generated. So you can copy this request, whatever you see on the screen. You can verify that request. You can go to the SSL shopper, and that will show you details of that request that you have generated. Now you submit this one, or this certificate sign request, to a public CA. Now this is a public CA that should generate the actual certificate that you can always download. Once you do this, so certificate will be generated. Now it depends. Now the domain that we have chosen is clearpass.withland.net. Now you need to install the actual certificate. So in the trust list, you have to make sure that you had installed the trusted root in that trust list. Now we'll import certificate. Click on the import certificate. Now select the certificate type. In this case, will be server certificate. Obviously, it has different usages. In this specific one, we'll go for the HTTPS usage. That's RSA, and of course, it will upload the file and use saved key. Choose the file. This is the one that we did download from the Certificate Authority, and we will import that certificate into the ClearPass. That should be enough for us to get that sorted out. Now we will log out. So we need to log out usually. Probably sometime you need to close the tab of the browser. You can look at the certificate details, intermediate certificate, root certificate. Also, we can look into the ECC, which we have disabled, and we are using HTTPS RSA certificate. We're going to log out right now, and simply speaking, re-log in again. Sometimes we have to close the tab and open the tab again. We can clearly see on the browser top left corner the lock key, and shows you there are no complaints. Now we can look at certificate details, which is our certificate here. Can click on the view details for example, the certificate on the server itself. Now, this is what we have provided. Obviously, they have generated a public key, the signature. You can see common name, clearpass.wislane.net. You have also, you can scroll down, we have provided the subject alternative name, the SAN. Now, in the SAN, this is representing any ClearPass server with whatever name you choose. In our case, we have a DNS and clearpass.wislane.net. Now you can clearly see that the certificate is trusted. Now we demoed the online certificate sign request and how to install it. We would like now to talk about the offline. So that was an online, and now we talk about the offline right now. So this is Ubuntu Linux. We're going to use openssl to generate the key as well as the certificate sign request. So we generate a new key minus new key, and let's call this new key. First of all, the specs for that one will make it 2048 RSA, and then we will what's the key out? This is the key file now. I would like to just give it a name. I'm gonna call it clearpass.key, and also in the same time we're gonna use that one to generate the certificate sign request, clearpass.csr. Now they're gonna go through the step by step, asking the questions, and these are the details you provide that file. So country name in this case would be GB. Let's say London. Locality, let's say London, no problem. And company name, Wislane Limited. Let's say training. And common name, let's say clearpass.wislane.net. And email address, I can say Nafith Salama at wislane.net. And change password, we're going to select a password, Aruba123. Obviously, in normal case, we'll make it more complicated. We'll leave this one as is. And that has generated certificate sign request, and we can view it. So if you just double check BWD, we are here, and we could see that certificate sign request has been generated. That's the one. What we can do is we can edit this one, or we can show it to you. I will go just read only clearpass.csr, and that is the certificate sign request. Now what you can do, you can download obviously, or you can just simply speaking, you can copy this one, then paste it and request certificate from the certificate authority, download that certificate, and the rest of the procedure will be the same as we have done the online certificate sign request. So certificate is now generated, downloaded, and we would like to go and just ahead and install certificate. We go certificates tool. So we will import certificate in this case, and that's the server certificate. Usage will be RSA, and we will upload the certificate and private key. So that's the certificate, and then we will go to the private key. Now the private key, we go for that. I just copied this one, and we will provide the same password we provided when we created the certificate sign request. In this case, obviously in real life we should use better one than that. It says in a certificate authority has not been added. We need to add it and make sure that's trusted. So that would be the trust list, and we need to add, and we'd like to make usage multiple things. So we're gonna go others. We can go EAP if you would like to do that. We could do multiple different things. We're gonna say database, and we will pick up the file, which is the bundle. We go back and try to import certificate again and make sure that it's going to be successful this time. It's server. We're going to be RSA, upload with a private key, that certificate, and the key be this one, and the password. And now that has been successfully imported. We can close the browser if you would like, or just maybe refresh, even log out, and then one more thing, because we are using the RSA, we would like to disable this one. So we're going to disable the usage of ECC certificate. This means the browser will only be presented with RSA certificate. Let's log out and log in again. Now certificate is trusted. You can clearly see this now has been updated. Certificate is valid, and it is working now on the ClearPass.